obviously Wilson has not played well, but John, how much is he and the criticism he's taking masking the other deficiencies of this offense?
Oh, this offense has plenty of other deficiencies. I mean, they consistently let up a ton of sacks. Remember, the Chargers game was a disaster just a few weeks ago. You had 5 here this week as well. Allen Lazard drops everything that comes his way. He had 1 target in this game, and guess what? It was a drop. Garrett Wilson was unable to get involved substantially with this offense. Even when Breece Hall has good games, it is undermined by something else. It really does make me wonder, CeeLo, even if you had Aaron Rodgers under center for the Jets right now, how much would he actually be able to do?
I've been wondering that myself, but I'm trying to remember that there is a trickle-down effect. And when we talk about the quarterback and what Zach Wilson's done, I do think that that's having a negative impact throughout the course of the entire offense. Not that there aren't issues as well, but when we talk about the drop passes, timing of routes, certainly the protection at the line of scrimmage as it pertains to the offensive line, his comfort level with Allen Lazard, you think that there would have been a natural chemistry between he and Garrett Wilson. It certainly seemed like that in training camp in the preseason. So, yeah, there are definitely shortcomings in this offense, but it was all built around having the future Hall of Fame quarterback running the show. And I know that's weeks and weeks and weeks we're removed from that injury. We can't keep going back to that, but that's the reality of the situation. They put everything into Aaron Rodgers being the quarterback, and they have not had him all year, and we've seen what the results are.
And sorry, I undermine him. It was 6 sacks this week, not 5.
Right. you sold him short. And, you talk about that trickle-down thing. One thing is his knowledge and confidence in the offense to check out of a bad play call that one offense coordinator might make. And I think it's safe to say that in a normal situation, Nathaniel Hackett would be the fall guy and probably would be fired already. But he is Aaron Rodgers' guy. So, Chris, can the Jets really just run it back and keep their fingers crossed that Rodgers doesn't get hurt again?
Well, they're going to, because we're going to want to see what Aaron Rodgers in a Jet uniform in the regular season looks like, whether it be somehow by a miracle at the end of this season, if he gets healthy and they're still in contention, or if it's next year. The difference is going to be that they're going to have to make an upgrade at the backup quarterback position. There's just no way around it. Obviously, hindsight 2020, that's something that has blown up in their face this year. Zach Wilson's not the answer. Tim Boyle's not the answer. Trevor Siemian in the long term is probably not the answer. So I understand they have a lot invested in Rodgers, and they kind of earmarked a lot of that money they saved on his contract renegotiation to some other positions. But if he's not out on the field, they need some sort of competency. So if you're Nathaniel Hackett, I don't care if he's on the field, in the booth, on another planet. With these quarterbacks he has right now, they're not going to get anything done.
And star quarterbacks get autonomy in the NFL. That's just how it works. We saw the Jets bring in all these guys to make Aaron Rodgers feel comfortable. Tim Boyle wasn't supposed to see the field. The fact that he even got into this game says everything you need to know about the state of the New York Jets right now. It is concerning. Maybe in other seasons there would be a fall guy like Hackett, but I totally agree with CeeLo. They will be running this thing back next year, and I don't anticipate Aaron Rodgers to be stepping in as quarterback this year. I think the Jets have played themselves out of being able to even afford that possibility.
Yeah, it seems that way.